Today I'm going to show you how to make a polymer clay tomato slice cane. Here we have polymer clay. You can buy this at any craft store. Michael sells it for different prices. Sculpey's like $2 and Femo's like $1.79, and poly clay, whatever this is, Craft Smart, it's like $1.99. So it's around $2 for about a square this size, which lasts you a pretty good while. I am kind of a polymer freak. This whole large shelf over here is nothing but polymer supplies, and down around here is all polymer too. Basically for polymer clay you're going to need some tools. Depending on what you're making, you always need some sort of knife. Razor blade or kind of a flexi blade. This cut slice is very thin. And I like to use the pasta machine. You can get it at a Target, you can get it at a craft store. It's specifically used for pasta or crafts, and it just rolls it thinner. And some polymer clay for your tomato. So you're going to need red for the outside of the tomato, pink for the inside, white for tooling around your seeds, yellow for the seeds, and to be fancy I'm going to put a thin layer around the yellow seeds just to give it more of a realistic look. If I was really going for realistic, I probably wouldn't have used such a pink, or maybe a bit of yellow to make this more realistic, but it's just for fun. We're going to be making a log sort of shape, and we're going to be cutting it into pieces, and every single piece is going to look like the inside of a tomato. Just so you can see what polymer clay looks like after it's baked, this is a piece of pineapple upside down cake that I made using polymer clay, and I made some coconut earrings and a bunch of other stuff I have, trust me. So, to make our cane, or our log, you're going to need to first start off with the inside of your seed. And our seeds are going to be yellow. So I'm just going to roll up sort of a log shape here. Let's just keep going dead. Into kind of a tube or a little snake or a cylinder. This type of shape. That's going to be our yellow for the inside of our seeds. I'm going to make one big long seed and then I'm going to cut it into smaller pieces. I'm going to wrap that with this green here, and I'm just going to try to get it to go around, and then I'll just cut off the extra. Your ends are going to be pretty ugly, but it's okay. You can use them for scrap clay later. So now we have kind of a little log with our yellow inside. In polymer clay terms, this is called a bullseye cane. It's a starting point for centers of flowers, kaleidoscopes, all sorts of mosaics, things like that. I'm also going to wrap that in white. Doing the same step, just wrapping it one more time. And I'm going to trim those ends up. Alright, now we have our seeds. Let's keep doing that. So I'm just going to kind of roll it, just get any air bubbles out, and kind of seal it all together so there's no spaces and big empty holes or gaps, which doesn't look good. I'm going to thin it out a lot because a tomato seed is not this big. So I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Kind of pinching from the center and working my way outward. And then I'm going to roll it just a little. Rolling does distort canes, so you want to make sure that you don't have anything too detailed if you're rolling your clay. I want to make about 18 of these for my cane. I don't want them too small just yet, but I do want them smaller. I'm just putting my hands together and kind of pulling them apart. And that should be about good for my seeds. So I'm just going to cut them up into equal sized pieces, just eyeballing it. That's pretty good eyeballing. Let's see, how many is that? 2, 4, 6, 8. That's good enough. Now I'm going to kind of put them in sort of a pinchy shape, like a teardrop.
Normally you would do this around something, so I think I'll do that now. Basically I'm going to take some of this pink. And polymer is actually a plastic, not a clay. And it's kind of hard at first, and the more you squish it, the softer it gets. Versus real clay, the more you touch it, the dried out it gets. I'm going to kind of roll it into just a shape that I can wrap my seeds around. Should be big enough. Now the middle of the tomato is in a circle. There's kind of like a how do I describe that? Like a bow tie sort of shape. So I'm not going to make it all the way around like you would a flower or something else. I'm going to just do half the tomato, and I'm going to put a little plug in the center, which is just a roll-up cylinder, so we can get that weird, kind of strange, segmented inside. I'm going to make it about the same length. Just going to put that in the center. Then I'm going to put another big pink blob on the other side. I'm going to have to make some more pink, which is just mixing red and white together. You don't have to buy every single color. Try to make it about the same as the other side. I'm going to put my seeds around that one. Just think bow tie shape. Okay, so we've got kind of a weird looking object here. Looks kind of like kidneys or something. Now I'm going to put some white in between my little pieces of seeds, just so it gives it some more shape, so when I'm rolling around they don't totally distort, and it kind of fills out those spaces, because there's that kind of clear jelly inside of the tomato slice. I'm going to roll a long skinny snake. I'm going to chop it up into pieces and put it in between my seeds. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it, and I'll trim them up later. Now I realize I have pink sticking out past my seeds. I'll trim all that off later on. Okay, so now it looks kind of like what you make a sushi roll. Lots of little white sticks coming out.